Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Friday 20th March 2026 Aries. You should feel exhilarated today and you might choose a channel of some enthusiasm into decorating your home. Your aesthetic sense is sharp and so is your physical energy. So once you get set upon a particular course of action, you aren't likely to abandon it. Family members or close friends to you may join and create an atmosphere of strong companionship. Make an impromptu party of it. Get going and please enjoy yourself. Taurus. A warm feeling of love and communications would come your way today. It could be in the form of love letters, phone calls, emails, or a text from someone far away that you haven't heard from in a while. That could keep you busy catching up on the phone. Relations with family members or a partner are likely to be supportive and intimate today. With this, your appreciation of those in your life may be highlighted. Gemini. Good news. It looks as if money is coming your way. Perhaps you're getting a good bonus or perhaps you've received a good review and will be getting a substantial raise. Hearing about this will definitely boost your mood. And because you're feeling good, you'll be especially nice to those around you. They will reciprocate the kindness. So please enjoy the day. Cancer. Today you might experience, however briefly, the most intense and refined type of spiritual love. Perhaps this is for a friend, child, lover, or maybe for all life forms on the planet. You're also feeling especially artistic, so if you've been planning to take something or make a gift, this is the time to do it. All signs indicate well for other artistic projects as well. Get to it and please enjoy the day. Leo. Today you might be feeling very powerful and all-consuming with love for everyone around you, and perhaps for all life forms in general. You're also likely to be feeling romantic, passionate, and anxious for the company of a love partner. Your imagination is flying high, and you could be trying to find a gift for a beloved loved one. You're also feeling very spiritually inclined, so please say a prayer. Virgo, you could feel a lot of fond affection for everyone around you today, even those you normally might want to find irritating. Co-workers, friends, families, and special someone in your life are likely to be happier for having basked in this glow and should reciprocate. You're feeling especially generous, so buying gifts is likely to be on your agenda. Don't forget to be kind to yourself as well. Libra. Work may seem more like a drag than usual as today your thoughts are at home with family, friends, and your partner in life. You're unlikely to concentrate on work and you might reach for the phone constantly to seek a friend's voice. Images of beautiful objects may dance in your head. Don't worry about your concentration. It will be back by tomorrow. Scorpio. Your natural sensitivity and compassion are given a powerful impetus today by strong feelings of love and affection for everyone around you. Therefore, you're likely to give and receive a lot of expressions of affection, both overt and subtle. A significant other should feel especially romantic toward you, so relax and let him or her show you their appreciation. Children could also prove a powerful source of support today. Sagittarius, you're a gorgeous person by nature and today you might want to socialize and enjoy yourself. You could be overly concerned with your appearance, possibly because you wish to impress a current or potential romantic partner. Don't worry, they'll think you look great. You could receive a lot of attention throughout the evening both from this person and others, which will cement the bond you feel with all your friends, so please enjoy. Capricorn, you may start the day feeling a little insecure about everything going on around you. The increased pressures of work might have strained your nerves a little. However, a lot of love and attention from friends, children, and a special person in your life should have you feeling better about everything in no time. In the evening, relax and watch a video with your lover. Aquarius, extra money may come your way today as a result of work you've done. Perhaps you're getting a substantial bonus or maybe you're slated for a significant raise. Either way, you're going to be in a pretty good financial shape. You're going to be feeling very optimistic about your future and therefore your relations with others will be warm and congenial. Spend the evening celebrating because you have worked very hard. Pisces, you may attend a party or other group activity this evening, however, you and the special someone in your life could leave early in order to steal some time for an intimate conversation together. You should be looking and feeling great and be especially optimistic about your future and the future of your relationships. The future is looking extremely bright for you today. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Friday 20th March 2026. Do have yourself a wonderful day.
Morning, it's Friday. Here we are again. It's another Friday. I mean, come on. Wow. I'm not complaining, mind you. I'm grateful for the weekend. Remember, gratitude was a big word throughout this week. Morning again, and WTF, welcome to Friday. Let's head on over to our news department. We'll be back.
Good morning. Time now for the news. My name is Dimitri Dolor. An 11-month-old baby boy and an unborn child are left without a father as a result of another killing. The incident occurred in Conway Castries on Wednesday evening.
In time when I come back up, my sister called me and tell me they shoot him and thing. Yeah. And when I reach home, I gone back down one time in town. That's how I got to know.
Meanwhile, 2 legislators recommend a shift in societal attitudes towards violence and a renewed focus on conflict resolution.
Of course, it's difficult for us to have individuals deal with their grievances in a way that is different to killing each other. But if the police can go in and get these individuals, then we must applaud them. I think also we're seeing the results of much equipment, vehicles, tools that the government has been given to the police. It's resulting now in them better able to carry out their duties.
You know, you turn on the television and it's like almost we have become oblivious to it now. There's not enough outrage, there's not enough cry. Oh well, another one got shot. People share it on WhatsApp and in group chats. And, you know, I think it's very sad, but there's a big human cost. It's the youth sector, which this is affecting, is really the most productive sector of our society. Young men in their peers, in their teens, are actually losing their lives, which really becomes not only a significant impact on the medical situation of the country, but also the economic and social cost is very, very high.
Finally, from us this morning, a fire on a farm in Bourgis, Babonneau on Thursday resulted in the owner assessing damage to the property and counting his financial losses.
So when I over there, so I see the I call it again. I see the fire. I say, boss, there's fire over there. So let's go and check. So when I reach there, he saw the fire. So he called me. I see there is. Let's go.
And that's the news. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please join us at noon for our next News Major, the Lunchtime Report. I'm Dimitri Dolor. Good morning.
Right, thank you guys. We need to take a short break here. We'll be back after this. Tomorrow, the 21st of March, is recognized or observed as World Down Syndrome Day. And we went on over to have a conversation with the one person who I'm sure you know comes to mind when we look into that direction, and that is Dr. Kim Gardener. And it was a perfect conversation. And just incidentally, I should let you know that our entire features today will be surrounding that, because we have promised and pledged we are going to be doing our part when it comes to those recognition as well, because we have a role to play. So today, all of our features will be sitting around that. But we met with Kim first, and this was the conversation. Now, whenever we raise the word and we have the awareness coming up, you hear autism, we hear Down Syndrome Day, we hear all of that. The first thing everybody, by the time you put up the radar, they say, Dr. Kim Gardener, that's where you need to go. So I guess she's bombarded, but I just reminded her why, because you, Dr. Gardener, you understand why.
Yes,
I hope you do. You're doing the work. You're doing the work, but you've got such a profound understanding of the subjects and you know what we're dealing with when it comes to that. And if you want to get that awareness out there, we need it from the right sources. Yeah. So the right context could be placed there, the right data, the right text, the right conversation could be had, so that we can better get the rest of the society on board when we talk about normalizing the conversation surrounding these autism. But today we're here because This Sunday is going to be Down Syndrome Day.
Yeah, the 21st.
Yes. Oh, well, it's a Saturday.
Saturday.
So it's a Saturday. Right. We want it all, though. We want it from your perspective, though, first, so persons can be grounded first. Why should we be more tolerant? Why should we make it our responsibility to be more aware, to be more in tune? Because we are in a society where we have persons who falls on the spectrum of these things.
Yeah.
And too many times in the past, we have either been insensitive, we have either been very nonchalant about it, very dismissive. Some of us don't want to hear the conversation at all,
Yeah.
you know, until it falls in our plate, and then we want everybody to be on board with us.
Yeah. Agreed. So yes, I'm happy to always talk about it to raise awareness. I think persons with disabilities in St. Lucia and regionally still have a significant amount of discrimination and isolation. And it's interesting, the theme for this year's Down Syndrome Day is Together Against Loneliness.
Wow.
And I think that's a perfect theme because it characterizes what a lot of families and children living with disabilities have to face. A lot of loneliness and isolation and non-inclusion. So I think I love having conversations about increasing awareness and opening up avenues and possibilities for persons and families with children with disabilities. Down syndrome is a genetic condition. It happens when children have an additional copy, so I think there's a little extra, not a deficiency.
Not a deficiency,
exactly.
you see?
A little bit
it's all
extra.
about perspective, yeah?
3
Wow.
copies of chromosome 21 is what happened, so hence why 321 is the date celebrated, the 21st of March. Because there's that extra chromosome, and it results in a specific combination of symptoms, both physical appearance and your physical makeup. They're often at risk. 50 to 60% of kids with Down syndrome will have medical issues as well. So they can have congenital heart defects, they can have thyroid issues, they can have later on at risk for things like cancer and so on. So there's a lot of challenges that they face. They're resilient in facing that. But also accompanied with that is usually mild to moderate cognitive challenges.
Okay.
So they will have some challenges accessing schooling, challenges with language development, physical development. Early on, they usually have low tone. So there's lots of reasons why they need intervention and come to the center here. I was looking at the stats before you came, and we've supported in the last decade over 60 children with Down syndrome. So there's many, many members of our St. Lucian society living with Down syndrome, and they deserve inclusion and acceptance. We've had wonderful success stories of some being able to gain employment occasionally.
Yeah.
It's not common, but we have some specific employers through working with schools like Donata School will do some employment opportunities, etc. So we want to work with the theme and help to encourage togetherness against loneliness.
Absolutely. I was just about to ask, how can we, as a society, how can we be meaningful in ensuring that we assist to make a change in that regard?
Well, we have to figure out how we can help to support a family living with a child with a disability. Down syndrome, yes, for Saturday, but next week is, Autism Awareness Day, where there's many, many persons who have children with disabilities and often feel excluded. Ask a family, how can I help? What can I do? How can I include? Employers can ask what opportunities can they provide, Yes, persons with disabilities need additional supports, but we have to first be open to that and have a willingness to accept and include, We want to move beyond just awareness and knowing about it. We want to move to action and doing something tangible and meaningful for children with disabilities.
But just in our everyday movement as humans, basic human courtesy.
Yeah, don't judge.
Don't judge.
Stare,
Right.
Don't talk. Don't.
Yes.
They often face a lot of unwanted and unwarranted attention sometimes, just for looking different and
in your
acting
experience, dealing with them, persons may not understand impactful wise. It affects them because they still have emotions. They're still humans, right?
Yeah.
So when you interact, or probably you see them and you act differently. You might in the supermarket about your business, you fall upon someone who probably is autistic or has Down syndrome, and you react openly, whether it's by a stare or whether it's by a sort of, and do they internalize? Can they feel this and can it affect them?
Absolutely. The younger they are, less so, but who it really impacts are the parents, and the parents feel judged, and then leads to even more isolation. Parents, therefore, don't want to take them out or don't want, because every time I bring out, people talk and people stay and all of that, and that's exactly what they don't need. They need, to be out there and to be included in society. So that's something we can definitely start with. Or say, Mommy, good job. Just give a little bit of
give a little encouragement
and
nice.
Encourage parents because they're going through a lot.
Oh my.
Coping.
Good. Thank you so much for
You're
all
welcome.
that you're doing, Dr. Gardener. And the next question is, why stop there? We had on hand at the school as well, at the institution as well, speech therapists. Yeah. And in that of Dimitri Dolor. And likewise, it was a perfect opportunity to continue the conversation for better awareness, to be better informed. And yeah, that conversation went this direction. And it was very, very worth the while. We are doing our part, and we have committed to that, and we're definitely going to go beyond lip service, because too much of that happens around us, yeah? Ms. Dimitri, how are you?
Well, thank you.
Welcome home.
Oh, thanks.
She's, of course, the speech and language
therapist
at the Child Development and Guidance Center.
Indeed, yes.
Tell me about you, and tell me about what it's been like working with...
Okay, working with the team. So from the accent, you would have known that born in the UK. No, I was born in St. Lucia, left when I was 9, and I've been in the UK ever since. And when I became a speech therapist, I was like, I need to go back. In fact, before I was an SLT, I said I want to give back to my country. And so when I then decided to be a speech therapist, I was like, I need to come here. And CDGC has been around since, I want to say 1997, but I could be wrong.
You could be wrong.
And so I finally have allowed myself to organize accordingly.
Yes.
And it's been great. This is a fabulous team. We've got Dr. Gardener, who you've been with. We've got the psychiatrist. We've got physiotherapists. We've got occupational therapists. We've got a floor time expert. We've got an early education and early intervention specialist. And then we've also got an SLT as well. Right. So it's been really lovely working as an MDT team, which is a multidisciplinary team. Right. And with the little ones that we work with, it's really important that we see them from a variety of different ways. So a parent might come in and say, talking in relation to Down syndrome, actually my child is having some significant difficulty with eating. As much as I can support in terms of the functional element or the safety of eating, liaising with my colleague, Zanik Edwards, the occupational therapist, is talking about the practical element of getting the spoon to the mouth and thinking about with their low tone in terms of positioning, coordination, and we can also get the PT involved. So that MDT working that we do here, I think is excellent, and it should continue. Exactly. It's holistic. Look at you and the big words. I love it.
Come on now. I got a speech therapist. I got to get my vocabulary in. I know, I'm curious though.
Yes,
why did you decide to go into that?
To speech and language.
Speech language.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I actually did a gap year, and I worked as public relations. So I love talking to people. I love getting people engaged. I really didn't necessarily like public relations as much. I felt like it was a little bit of a lie. I'm indirectly telling you to buy something.
Something that, not all the time you believe in yourself. I don't understand, really.
So, no shots fired, but I really wanted to do something that when I would get stressed, it would be meaningful. Actually, if I have to work late, I'm working late because I'm helping a parent do a core vocabulary board or do, or plan a session, and I know that it's going to change lives. Nice. And one thing, and I've been talking to families about it, is that language is everywhere. Everything you do has a component of language, from washing the dishes to getting them to bed to going down to the beach. You talk about it. And if a child has difficulty with understanding or expressing language or interacting, then they're going to need support. And being a speech therapist allows me to do that.
Oh my.
So that's why I decided to be an SLT.
Oh my! I could just imagine, yeah, just her personal, her energy. Can you? That alone is therapeutic, you know. And I can see that really being an enhancement to the kids, you know.
No, they often like me. I think the majority. Of them. Sometimes I do have to kind of like reel it back in because they can be a little bit scared.
Right.
Because if I'm too much, then it's like, oh, actually, who is this lady? I've never seen her before, and she talks different.
Well, I would definitely be too much, innit?
Yeah, we don't want that.
No, I can't. I'm sorry. But, great. But tell me, and you know, since you've been here working with these kids, you've worked with them in the kids of that sort in the UK as well.
Yeah.
Let's
talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dr. Gardener has kind of given a little bit about their profile. So she mentioned that they typically have mild to moderate cognitive difficulties. And I think that speaks, the fact this Down syndrome speaks about the fact that there is a spectrum, right? You might have a child of mild difficulties and a child of moderate difficulties.
Right.
And the point of assessment is to really ensure where are they and what can we do to support.
Right.
So in the terms of the work that I have done, we've worked in terms of a top tip with children with Down syndrome is that they often have strengths in their visual processing, right?
Nice.
And so the research suggests that we should actually give them written word because they can process the written word more so than possibly the spoken language, where their auditory memory is not as much of a strength.
Come on now.
So if you have a little one or an older person with Down syndrome, actually, can you write it down?
Yeah.
Sometimes their vision can be impacted, so maybe making the text a little bit bigger so that they can process that.
Right.
So we have done work where we look at having signs also. So.
That's fine. That's okay. It's all right. We are in that space. You see, absolutely. We are in that space.
So using gesture, using signs to support your language, because again, words disappear, signs are permanent, right? Yeah. So if I say I want to go to the toilet, if I say I want more, right? Okay. Actually, if you're constantly saying more like this, if you're constantly saying finish like this, then they're learning. Actually, this hand gesture exactly means that this activity is finished. Okay. So we use sign to support. We use written word to support. We also support the pronunciation of words as well. Again, Dr. Gardener spoke about physically the way that their anatomy is different. They've got a smaller jaw, which appears as a larger tongue. So placement can be a little bit difficult. And so as a result, their clarity of speech is impacted. And so the job of the speech therapist is to think about how can we support better pronunciation, more efficient and effective pronunciation, so that we don't get frustration. Actually, another key strength of children with Down syndrome, or persons with Down syndrome, is the social element. They're very friendly. I think you spoke about if you see them in the road, what do? They'd likely have a chat with you, right? And so socially, we want to capitalize on that, but make sure that we give time, we slow down, we use simple language. Because they want to communicate, but again, mild to moderate cognitive difficulties might mean that they're not necessarily able to get
and you
as
don't
much.
want to intimidate them as well.
You don't want to intimidate. I think they'd probably intimidate you. We've got some lovely Down syndrome children on our caseload. They'll give you a run for your money.
I know, right? Well, we like the fact that we appreciate them. We hope you're going to stay. We're trying to get her to stay. So whatever we need to do, let's do it because we need her. You need it. You're needed here.
I've definitely enjoyed working here.
What's the take home though for the viewers?
I think the take home
is to go into the recognition.
Yeah, I think the take home is we celebrate difference. We're all different in our own individual ways. And with a child with Down syndrome, we're going to say, I kind of think about it in terms of a different spice, a different seasoning. You know we're Aleutians. We know that we like that,
We like it like that.
We don't like anything dry. So be mindful of the child that you're working with. Consider their strengths. And even as they will have differences that would need support, work with the professionals and be specific in how, and individualistic in how you support. Yes, I've provided tips, but I don't know that child. So contact the Child Development Center, liaise with your medical professionals and seek guidance, but also know that we are all human beings. Actually, that is the fundamental things. And as humans, we are to connect and we are to thrive and meet all of our potential. So a child with Down syndrome has something to teach you as much as you have something to teach a child with Down syndrome. So that would be my summary.
For me. I love it. Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Lucian, let me tell you about you. So as we head into the recognition day tomorrow, let's hope that this feature this morning prompt you to be a little bit more aware, a little bit more informed, a little bit more sensitive. You know, all of the things that we should be doing, and normalizing a little bit more as to how it is that we integrate and we interact and we accept. Acceptance is a big word as well, to persons who are a little different than probably we are. All right, but this moment right here is, let's head on over. It's time to get moving. It's a weekend, but you know you're going on the weekend and you're going on overindulge and maybe not. Maybe you're going and drink a little extra. You know, all of those things. So listen, today, if anything, is not the day to not put your workout in. So let's go on over to SocaCize.
It's time to rise, shine, and wine with SocaCize. Leading the wine, we have Serena, Vernell, and Shani. Let's get ready to sweat with SocaCize. It's time to flaunt with a bacchanal warm-up. Let's begin. I know you love this one. We're just vibing and feeling the music. Let's go. 4, 3, arms crossing, and fan. Fan. Again. Touch and over the head. Roll the hip. Roll. Switch sides. Wind down. 4, 4, 3, 2, up and 4, 3, 2. Take the arms. Again. Cross and take it over. Side, roll it.
My girl, you look very nice.
Switch.
Stick on you like some Chinese rice. Let me see.
We're winding down and take it up. Let's go. Cross the arms. Hey, hey. Left side, hip. Roll it. Right side. Let's wind down. And up. Let's work those arms. Woo. Fan it. Touch. Hey. Left side, roll it. Next side, and hip, roll it. Take it up with the arms. Fan it. Touch. Hey. Arms. And hips.
Let me tell you, I'm 120 million degrees Celsius. These ladies, they make my head hot. Why you go down low? Hey, take no show. Mirror. Vice production, big up yourself. WhatsApp, MR, Alpha, Murals.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Samadula.
That was this morning's session. We hope you are feeling sexy, sultry, and strong. Thank you for choosing to flaunt with SocaCize on This Morning on DBS.
Well, there you go, guys. That's it for today, Friday. That's our show. You get a break from us for 2 days. So tomorrow we're not here, Sunday we're not here, but we're back again on Monday morning, and we're definitely looking forward to it. So as you're going over into the weekend, I want to leave you with something. Of course, food for thought. If you want to become learned, each day add something. But if you want to become enlightened, each day drop something. that's the food for thought going into the weekend. Enjoy your weekend, be safe, and let's be back here again on Monday morning for another DBS This Morning. Enjoy your weekend.